go over to be with the
I did not.
family. Were you and Malvania engaged in a struggle?
Yes.
So did Malvania and you both destroy gingerbread houses together?
Yes.
Did you know what aggravated battery? Do you know what aggravated battery is?
Can you give me the definition, please?
Aggravated battery is in which a person, one intentionally or knowingly, causes great bodily harm, permanently disability, or permanent disfigurement, or uses a deadly weapon. Did you cause the burns on Malvinia's hands and arms?
Yeah, I need to answer with a word.
No.
Were you aware that Malvinia had ever had her oven mitts on during the time of the struggle?
Yes.
Did you start the struggle?
Okay, then that would be considered aggravated battery. If you intentionally fought back to her.
And she intentionally fought back to me, so that would be aggravated battery in both ways.
Well, it is aggravated battery then.
So she should be charged the same exact as me if I was to
You can't
for
argue with a
self-defense.
lawyer.
You couldn't do that.
Argue with a lawyer. You can only answer questions.
What am I supposed to say?
Awesome.
Well, if they're on display, why did you think it was okay to touch them?
You never said do not touch?
It's kind of common sense not to touch something that's on display.
I guess some people don't have common sense.
Okay, well. Okay, so. Okay.
Yes.
So couldn't that be technically qualified as a way of saying she had physical pain?
It doesn't mean that. It could be screaming for anything.
But you did push her.
I did push her.
So you did intentionally touch her?
Touching someone is not like,
But you did
Bad.
intentionally push her.
yes, self-defense.
Criminal mischief. It's injuring or damaging any means of real or personal property. So you broke the gingerbread houses.
Wait, what definition was this for again?
Criminal mischief.
Did you miss the first part of it?
It is an offensive involving willfully or mischiefully injuring or damaging any means of real or personal property belonging to another.
Willfully or maliciously? Those are not.
Answer
what I
her
just said.
question.
So,
Answer her question.
wait, what was your question again? Sorry.
It's you.
Did you?
Did you break the gingerbread houses?
Yes.
Okay. No further questions.
Okay, you can have to be much louder.
7 years.
What was your specialty?
Gingerbread house making.
Okay, and when you were pushed into the oven, did you hit the oven?
Yes.
Okay. Did the teens make a movement towards you that kind of freaked you out?
Yes.
Okay, and did you see them touching the houses?
Yes.
Do you not like people touching your gingerbread house?
No.
Then
Because it took a lot of work.
Then why didn't you put something around the gingerbread house to protect it?
Well, they were sitting on the counter, so I thought with common sense that nobody would touch them.
Well, you had mainly children in your shop, so
They were out of reach
then how did Hansel touch them?
because they're much taller. They're teenagers.
Why didn't you call 911 when you had the chance?
I didn't have a chance. They came charging at me.
Why do you... Oh, never mind. Okay, and why do you believe that those two teens are a danger to society?
What would you say?
Why do you think the two teens are dangerous?
Oh, because they were coming at me aggressive and they were stealing candy off my gingerbread house that took a lot of work to make.
Okay. Okay. And
Oh, and they're trying to put me in the oven.
okay. So when you took out the pan, you didn't actually get it out, right? You didn't get to get the candy.
You implied that Hansel and Gretel tried pushing you in the oven, correct?
I lied. What did you say?
No, I said you implied that.
Oh, yes, I did.
Okay. So you tried using your forearms to try to keep up yourself and getting out of the.
No, I was pushing myself up and like not going all the way in, using my hands also.
Well, in Hansel and Gretel's affidavit, they said that you can feel the heat from the oven, so wouldn't your face be burnt also?
Yes. No, I don't know.
You
Yeah.
didn't need to give an answer.
I don't know.
Okay.
They met a group of boys who told them to go to Malvinia's gingerbread house. They did warn them, however, that she dressed like a witch. Upon approaching the store, the children noticed that it actually looked like a real gingerbread house. When they entered, they learned that the boys were right. She did dress like a witch. They began to browse and noticed that the gingerbread houses looked very nice. They decided to touch the gingerbread houses. She became angry because this was her property and they had no right to touch it. One of the teens became frightened and backed into one of the houses. Malvinia became frustrated because it took a long time to make and it was one of her best. Hansel thought she was coming towards Gretel to attack, but she really just wanted them out of her bakery. Hansel ran up and pushed her and she landed in the oven. This caused second-degree burns and she had to be hospitalized.
It probably sets her off. Anyways, Malvinia goes for her oven mitts. She puts them on. She opens the oven, which is still hot. She approaches Gretel. Naturally, Gretel backs up. Malvinia is a stranger. Gretel doesn't know her. She is wise to back up. But unfortunately, she backs up against the gingerbread house. It is not her fault it falls to the ground. At this point, Hansel realizes that Malvinia is trying to put Gretel into the oven. Maybe she's planning dinner. She did say that she wishes she could have children for dinner, and Sammy Snipely says he can sometimes smell a roast. She does have particularly large ovens. Anyways, Hansel jumps in front of Gretel, preparing to defend her. At this point, Malvinia and Hansel engage in a struggle. They are probably holding on to each other, trying to get the upper hand. During the struggle, more gingerbread houses